Today is a day about serious hair loss questions and scalp solutions for you. Today we are having a Q&A here at the Hairwire. And welcome, guys. Welcome to the Hairwire, the place where you get hair smart. I'm your host, Sergio Cardona, alongside with Bisan Dipsy. How you doing, Biz?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you. And I'm so excited. I missed last week. I feel so bad. And I'm so excited to come back now.
Yes. It's excitement day, guys. Hope you guys are watching. And when you do, please hit the subscribe button. Visit our YouTube channel, The Hairwire, and of course, visit thehairwire.com. Hit the like button, hit this the subscription. We want to see your comments. If you have questions, please bring it up because today we are talking about questions, Q&A that many of our followers have been asking us lately. And, we have to answer. We have to answer a lot of questions here. So, Biz, are you ready for this?
I am very ready.
All right, let's start here. So, the first question that I have here is I had a surgery 8 weeks ago. I had severe anxiety even before the surgery, and now it's gone finally. In the 5th week after surgery, my hair started to fall out like never before, still falling out ever since. Could this be telogen effluvium? I'm going to see a dermatologist in a week. What do you think about this, Biz? Whoa. Now,
I got kicked out for a second.
Really? Sorry about that.
No
Sorry about
worries.
that.
No worries. Tell me what the question was again. I didn't hear it.
All right. Let me see if I can do it on my phone because apparently I did something.
I was like, oops.
This is the type of thing that only happens on a live show, because you cannot get this anywhere else. This is why this is the Hairwire. So again, guys, let me remind you, the Hairwire, visit our website, thehairwire.com, and of course, hit the like button, the subscription. We want to see you guys getting connected and getting hair smart with us here at the Hairwire. Now, I have my questions here. All right, here we go. All right. This is a case of a surgery. This lady, she says that she had surgery 8 weeks ago, right? And she
Hair
had
transplant surgery.
no. She just got a surgery.
A
It doesn't
surgery.
say
A
which one.
surgery.
Yeah,
Oh,
a surgery. Yeah, and she had severe anxiety before it. Now the anxiety is gone, and in the 5th week after surgery, she started shedding like never before. Still falling since, and she's asking, could this be telogen effluvium? And she says that she's going to see a dermatologist in about a week. What's your take on this, Biz?
yes, 100% is telogen effluvium because of two things. First of all, she was anxious for a period of time, and anxiety actually will cause episodes of telogen effluvium, because when we are anxious, what happens, our cortisol level stays up the whole time, like night and day, and it will shut off the digestive system. Even that, it will actually, sometimes you feel you can't eat, or you don't want to eat, or whenever you eat you feel heavy, you feel like you're not digesting your food properly. This is exactly what happened during times of anxiety. The high cortisol level will tell your body that you are on a fight or flight, so it's not time for food right now, it's time to survive. That's why when we are going on our daily routines, by eating breakfast or lunch or wherever, or even doing a small snack, if you can, actually some people don't even have an appetite to eat anymore, but if you have an appetite, that's great, you should keep eating. But all the digestive enzymes are not actually working into your system, and you are not digesting the food properly. This is number one. Number two, you are not actually assimilating or absorbing your nutrients properly. So due to the anxiety phase, yes, you will start losing hair 4, 5, 6 weeks later, because the nutrients were not enough to nourish your hair, and you already have your problem. Your body is under a lot of stress, so your inflammation went up for sure. This is number one. Number two, during the surgery, we don't know what kind of prescription medication they gave you. I'm sure they gave you anesthesia, or I'm
Yep.
sure there's some kind of prescription medication that your body is not used to. So when these high injections of anesthesia, for example, it will shock your body. You need that at that time because it's an acute surgery or acute incident that you need to address. But this injection of anesthesia inside your body will shock your body, and it doesn't come from a rested place. You came already to the surgery room tired. Your body is inflamed already. So any foreign chemicals that has been injected into your body, whether it's a painkiller, anesthesia, or whatever medication you need for your own surgery, will just add to the overwhelming or to the stress on your body, adding more inflammation, disturbing your digestive system, disturbing all your neurological system. And that 5 weeks later is going to present itself as massive shedding. And this is a typical episode of telogen effluvium.
Definitely. One of the things that I also want to bring into the conversation is, you know, um, you mentioned about the anxiety. You mentioned about the mechanisms that fall after surgery because of the medication, and of course you have to consider the type of surgery itself. Now,
Right.
another thing that happens with after surgeries, a lot of people don't get to eat well. You know,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
don't eat well after
You're,
surgery. I mean,
mhm.
you still
You're not
sometimes
feeling good.
you're constipating. You're still having trouble urinating sometimes after surgery. So you have to consider also how your gut is reacting to all of this during the process, because many times after surgery you're getting a lot of antibiotics, and of
Mm.
course we know how antibiotics work on your body. They will kill basically all your good and bad bacteria on your stomach, and without them, what will happen? Well, you have what we call a gut dysbiosis, and with that, what do you get? Well, basically, you're not absorbing the nutrients properly, and if you're not absorbing nutrients properly, what will happen? No nutrients will reach to your hair. So what then? Hair shedding, of course. So you see that there's a chain of events going around after surgery, and sometimes you might get an infection. You might get some fever
Mm.
after surgery. There's a lot of complications, a lot of things that can go through any type of surgery. So whenever you think about surgery, think of it as there's no small surgery. A surgery is a surgery, no matter how small, no matter how big. And things can go wrong, things can go sideways, and you have to be mindful of these types of events and consider that shedding can happen, and there's a big probability that it will happen.
Mm.
So what do you do? How do you prepare for a surgery? What do you think of the things that you would consider telling our customers? They know they're going to go through a surgery, they need to go through a surgery. All right, how we prepare for surgery? How do you think of that?
It's a great question because it's very important for us to prepare ourselves mentally and physically for a big event like a surgery, even though it's a small surgery. And as Sergio said, fever is a big issue with hi Nadia. Fever is a big issue here. It causes a lot of telogen effluvium, episodes of telogen effluvium. So I would suggest that people will understand, or like try to mentally prepare themselves for wherever coming. Maybe take some adaptogens like ashwagandha to calm the nervous system down a little bit. Take some kind of mushrooms like reishi mushroom that will calm the system down, because any like anxiety will actually exacerbate or like make whatever you're gonna do faster, right? So this is number one. Number two, I would suggest highly to increase their, yes, to increase their Nadia is distracting me. I love you, Nadia. Whatever, prepare themselves, increase their protein intake, increase their water intake, and do like a liver detox in a way. If you started with a liver detox before the surgery, going to the surgery with a good, clean liver, whatever injections they're gonna give you, medication, chemicals, your body's we're gonna handle it properly, rather than just going to the surgery already tired or already having like a problems with your liver, because don't forget, these days we live in a chemical driven society. Our
Yep.
food is very chemical, like full of chemicals. So like if I'm gonna eat a bunch of junk food and I'm gonna be like drink alcohol for like 1 week and then be anxious about my surgery, I went into my surgery already tired, already inflamed, already full of chemicals. So your body is not going to handle it properly. So I would step back, take a one week break mentally, and prepare myself mentally with all these anti-inflammatory foods and fluids, as Nadia was saying, and adaptogens, increase protein, and prepare my liver to take anything that they're going to inject into me during the surgery. Also, after the surgery, when I'm done with all this, and I will do another round of liver detox. And when I'm saying liver detox, I'm talking about like the very simple, mild ones. I'm not talking about a very strong 7 day detox. No, 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 no. Like there's a lot of drops that you can take that will mildly take all the parasites, take all the viruses, bind them, and take them out from your system nicely and easily without overwhelming your system. Maybe take some anti-inflammatory medications, and there's a lot of plenty herbal, safe anti-inflammatory medication to help
Yes.
your body calm down after the surgery. And even if you need to take an antibiotic, take a probiotic with it to overcome the bad effects of the antibiotics. So if you put a program for yourself a week before and a week after, or like 2 weeks after, really the surgery will go well, and hopefully you won't have this massive shedding. And your result you will know by not having a massive shedding after 4 or 5 weeks. That will be your win.
Definitely, definitely. Another thing that I like to do, when I know that my patients are gonna go through a surgery, and for instance, if they are, they are on the treatment at this point, what I like to do is, I like to double down on the treatment and sometimes go a bit more aggressive because I know they're gonna go through a massive shedding, or possibly a massive shedding afterwards. So one of the things that I like to incorporate is, I tell my customers, so before you go to your surgery, wash your hair daily on that week before you
Hmm.
do the surgery. Because after surgery, there's a probability that you're not going to be able to wash your hair for a couple of days. So that's one of the things that I like to go there first. Secondly, because by washing the hair, one of the things that are going to be happening is that we're going to be able to reduce any amount of sebum that can sometimes accumulate into their follicles. And of course, we want to reduce any amounts of acid, lactic, or lactic acid, or squalene. Sorry, my Spanish kicks in. So,
I always laugh when you say that.
yeah. And I remember every time you told me so. Hey Nadia, by the way, I sent you an invitation. If you want to hop into the show, please. The link, I
Ooh,
just sent you the link.
that
Yeah,
would be great. Come on, come on,
yeah,
come on.
come on to the show. And one of the things, if you want to prepare for a surgery, again, you want to use, your shampoo. You want to use your conditioners. You want to use your leave-in conditioners. If you have a serum that you are applying to your scalp, work with it. I can't see the invite. It's on your messenger. It's on the messenger, on the
Oh, I can
Facebook
see.
Messenger.
Oh, I didn't see all this. Biooxidative therapy can help tremendously. Tell me, what is biooxidative therapy? Tell our audience, Nadia, please.
Yeah. So again, about washing, having your routine done to your hair, brush it, even blow dry it can help remove any excessive shedding that you may still have. And what I'm talking about is the loose hair, any loose hair that you may have, because sometimes, and we see this a lot, because people go to surgery, they don't wash their hair, and of course they accumulate a lot of hair, and they believe
Mm,
that that's the shedding.
mm,
No, the
no.
real shedding will start in a couple of weeks after the surgery, not right away. Usually what will happen, what you see right away is, the hair that you did not remove, that was not removed during the hair wash, that you see immediately, right after you had your first hair wash. And if you have a major surgery and you cannot wash your hair at the hospital, probably someone will go and try to do a co-wash or something similar to at least make it look better while you're in the hospital. So think about those little details whenever we talk about surgery, how we prepare for surgery. Now, post surgery, definitely, I want to tackle in, as this was mentioned, I want to make sure that the gut health is there. So I want to make sure that a proper detox is there because of the medications again, and we want to replenish the nutrients in the body as soon as possible, because again, while you are in surgery, if you have a stay in the hospital, they're going to give you the hospital diet. So you're
Yes.
not going to be eating what you normally eat, and of course, you're going to be eating healthy, but you're not going to be eating, what you normally are used to eating. So definitely something to consider among here. Now, I have here another question, and it's about recovery. How do we know we're recovering? And the question says, would you say you're in recovery if you shed between 10 to 20 hairs in a non-wash day and 60 to 70 hairs in wash days? Uh, I just know that this was not my normal, so
Mm.
please be kind.
Yes, please.
What do you think of this?
So because we need to know what is the normal in a way, because 60 to 70 is still in the average of
Hmm.
normal hair shedding. But the question is how many times you're washing your hair per week. So this 60 to 70 hair on a not, on a washing day, is that you didn't wash your hair after 4 to 5 days? First of all, it's still in the normal, because usually on average people will lose 100 hairs a day, washing or not washing, and it will be still normal. This is just your hair cycle going through normally and nicely. 20 to 30 days on a non-washing hair. Are you combing your hair? Because whenever you comb your hair, you're going to see more. If you don't comb your hair, you're going to see less in a way. So these are questions you want to let us know so we can give you a proper answer. But proper answer will be most likely 60 to 70 is okay. And I'm saying 60 to 70, if if you want to do the math, just the math, 20 to 30 on a non-wash hair, 60 to 70 on a wash hair, she is maybe washing her hair every second or third day,
Hmm.
maybe. So just giving a math like equation in a way, so it's still normal to me.
Yeah. and
Yeah.
and if that's if those are the numbers that you're seeing after you had a massive shedding,
Oh yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
you're coming off. I mean, you are moving out of the telogen effluvium phase and probably moving into hair growth. Now, I want to bring the next subject, because yesterday I had a girl who had experienced hair shedding, and um, she couldn't tell whether she was growing new hair or not, and she had a lot of doubts. And with that, I want to bring in our special guest, Nadia
Yay!
Hughes. Nadia, you're driving.
Yay!
So I'm
You
driving, okay? I'm driving. That's why it was so hard to get in and so quick. I'm like, oh no. But it's a great topic, guys. I'm super happy that you guys are touching this subject, because I've seen some tremendous mistakes that many people before going to have surgeries
Hmm.
do, and even after the aftercare. I have clients that, because it's going to go through a process of healing, it goes dry, and they want to put coconut oil or olive oil or all this stuff, and you cannot do that. So, so it's like, listen, you cannot do whatever you think is good for you. You have to follow directions from your doctor, and that's one of the biggest mistakes I see with many people doing, or getting back to smoking right away or drinking
Oh,
right away,
ah yeah.
yes, you hit a big one.
So, understanding that, listen, the body is going to have to go through the repairing process, and it's not easy. Your cells are working super hard in that process. Plus, anesthesia, is going to trigger some things, in your body. So, that process also, like Bisan was saying, detoxing the liver afterwards is going to be important, because many things are going to be stored in our liver. So, oh my gosh, you guys touch a big perspective there. That's for sure.
Nadia,
Oh wow.
Nadia, I wanted to ask you, drive safe for sure, but
I'm paying
yeah,
attention.
but I want to ask you to tell our audience about the biooxidative therapy, please.
So, biooxidative therapy, we offer it in different forms, right? And pretty much is what we call the ozone therapy. And ozone therapy, what it's going to do for you is going to kill bacteria, viruses, parasite, protozoa, anything
Mhm.
that can be built either topically on the scalp or even internally. It will prevent aging also, right? So, it will help you to regenerate new cells, to rejuvenate cells, right? And then we have another form of also biooxidative therapy, which is the use of um, hydrolyzed water, right? So that one, inhaling it and also drinking it is going to help to ease, first of all, the stressors of the body. For instance, as a nootropic, when we inhale it, it's going to hydrate the brain, which it has the biggest job for our body. Because if you're a person that is you go in a coma, right? If your brain is not working, even if you have a fit body, eventually your body will die, right? But but the brain is super important because it's the one that is going to send signals and communication to the whole body.
Hmm.
So hydrating those brain cells are going to help the connectivity, and also is going to calm down the mind, the stress mind, that sometimes the overthinking and all that good stuff that as a humans we go through. uh, but that's one of the things. And then ingesting it is going to bring down inflammation levels, anti-aging. I mean, it has so many benefits, alone, that it makes it bio-oxidative. So bio, understanding anything that is blood related with us, right? Is going to have a better oxygenation in the blood. And oh my god, there's like so many benefits, I can't even stop mentioning them. But that's what it is, by oxidative therapy.
Great. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Yes, thank you so much, Nadia. Now,
Yes.
we were mentioning about this person that couldn't tell whether she was growing hair or if it's breaking, because she just came out of a telogen effluvium, and she's still struggling to understand if she's growing new hair. Isn't isn't so? What can you tell Biz, to this person? I just recently had a shedding. Am I growing new hair? How do I know?
Well, if yes, you need to visit a trichologist to do a scalp analysis for you. So you can see the small hairs, the baby hairs or the vellus hairs. And a trichologist, a trained trichologist can see the different hair mass between the old terminal hairs and the new vellus hairs. They make sure that your scalp is in check, because if any like sebum, extra sebum that is building up without getting treated properly, it will actually prevent the newer hairs to come out. So I would say, first of all, visit a trichologist. If you cannot visit a trichologist or you don't have one nearby you, whenever you see these small hairs, the frizzy small hairs coming out, and these are not, usually they are not the broken hairs if you don't have other kind of hair loss like trichotillomania or something like that. Most likely these frizzy hairs, small frizzy hairs, are actually the new growth. And also I want to tell the people, have faith, your hair will come back. And because if
Amen.
it is something internal too. If I'm gonna keep telling myself my hair will never grow back, my hair will never, you know what, life is energy, like my mentor Nadia says.
Yeah.
You will bring it onto yourself, and your hair wanted to grow, but you're telling your hair subconsciously don't grow, so your hair will be confused. So
Yeah.
have faith, be calm, talk to a trichologist, listen to our YouTube channel, ask us questions. We can help you even here just by asking us this.
May I add something to
Please.
that, Bisan? Let me tell you,
Yes.
one of the things that the clients will get with a trichologist is a called the white paper test that
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
that dermatologists don't do,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And that white paper test is going to give us the right answer. Why? Because we get to see visual, visible of that band that is creating of all new growth, where there was not here, when you came or when you started, right? This problem.
Right.
So
Right.
definitely that's another plus to go visit a trichologist, right? Because we're trained much different than a dermatologist, right? We have more time to spend with you, right, behind the chair than a 5 minute visit to the dermatologist that don't even touch your scalp. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking bad about dermatologists. Let's put it out there,
But
right?
we have to make sure that the people
Yeah.
understand the differences. That's the thing, and that's a huge difference right there.
Right. Right.
Right, right.
And you
So
know what will
definitely.
be Yeah, and you know what will be a good plus if your cosmetologist is a trichologist, she can figure it out like this.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we have tools that we can measure the hydration of your scalp, if it's the pH balance of your scalp, because the pH balance has to be at prime to be able to produce
Mm,
healthy hair. We have to create a healthy environment for that. So that is also super important for you as a consumer or a client to understand why are we doing these things, why are we asking you to take certain steps because this morning I had a client contact me about CCCA, right? And I was explaining all the products, what it will do internally, right? And then when she heard, oh, the this product, I want to try that because it's specifically for scar hair loss, right, or scarring type of hair loss. And I said, listen, you have to understand that one product is not going to do the job. You need
Hmm.
guidance because this is the generation of follicles that is going to affect later on. So if you don't take care of all the everything, the whole is not going to work. I don't want to lie to you. So it's the same thing for those clients that are looking for any answers of any type of hair loss, right? They need to follow, just like if you follow the directions of a doctor that gives you medication that depletes, other minerals and so on. Think about it. So you're in the wind going to a trichologist, that's for sure.
yeah. You know, you touched a very, very important subject, Nadia. Let me explain. People usually, because they're so trained from Western medicine, they go to a doctor. I have a headache. I'll give you a pill. That's it. We're done with one pill. The actually treating hair loss, which starts from inside, addressing the root cause, it cannot be with a pill. It has to be a series of treatment. Like it has a series of steps in a treatment plan. Every step has its own goal. One step is for detoxifying your liver, one step is for making sure your scalp is healthy, and so on. So this is what I'm struggling with, people that are questioning, like sending me questions online. Oh, it, do you think if I take this multivitamin, I'll get my hair back? I was like, this is a really, really broad question. First of all, not there is no one pill that's gonna bring your hair back. I wish there is. We will be all millionaires by now, right? I wish there is none. And
No, we
also,
will all be hairy.
will be all hairy. Actually, there will be no, thank you. There will be no hair loss at all in nobody, because that one pill, everybody will take it and everybody will be having hair. I wish, but there is none. The thing that hair loss is a very complex problem, because you have hair loss because of a series of dysfunctions in your body that needs to be aligned. And that's
we
not
have
going
to
to happen
we have to
first
think about the
overnight.
timeline. We have to think about the timeline that we always talk about with clients. A lot of clients have been having hair loss since
Yes.
1920, or the first recurrence of trauma that happened in their life, and they never took care of it. They just ignore it. So they
And they
got
will
used
come
to
to
seeing
you, give me one pill.
exactly. They got used to seeing the amount of density that they have at the moment, and the more things happen in our life, like death in the family, a divorce, a car crash, surgery, all these things add on to our shedding or to our hair loss. But then we don't pay attention unless we completely go bald or we're missing at least 50% of our hair, then we pay attention, right?
Oh yeah,
So why waiting to the last minute? Preventative is super important. Also, bringing your kids. If you know you are predisposed to have hair loss, bring your kids in the teenage years to prepare a treatment plan prior from them. Going through the life stressors like college, like a new job, like moving out of state, and things like that. It's super super important.
Yeah, 100%.
definitely.
And also tell people, like, because we're so used to one answer, one pill. It's not. In hair loss, it's preventative to begin with. And also, we're fixing so many underlying conditions for your hair loss. And it's gonna take time. If it took 10 years to lose your hair, it's gonna take maybe double of that time to bring everything back if it can be done in a way, depending on the stage of hair loss.
Definitely, definitely. And whenever we talk about this type of issues, guys, we also have to remember, where you at. Your point zero. Where your
Right.
starting point. Where are you
Yeah.
starting on your progress? Where are you starting on your hair? What are you doing? And considering where you at, where you have been, and where you're moving to, determines everything that you're going to be doing next. you know be mindful of the where you are, where you've been, so you will know where you will go next. Okay.
Yeah.
Without direction, you're just hitting, you're hitting the piñata, with blindfolds, and you're hitting nothing. A lot of
Yeah.
swings, a lot of exercise, a lot of effort, but no results. uh, Nadia, you know what I'm talking about.
Listen, you're gonna be listen, reality is that they're going to be that type of client that says, I've tried it all.
Yep,
you
yep,
know,
yep,
and I
that's the
tell the
one.
client, okay, I hear you, but you haven't tried me.
Yes. And yeah, it has to be the steps. It has to be done properly in a timely, in a proper timely manner.
Correct. Yeah,
Yes.
Definitely.
definitely.
Nadia, we want to thank you for being here today. By the way,
Oh, thank you.
please let the people know where can they find Nadia.
Yes. So in Harrigan and Instagram, Harrigan TX or Texas. That's my main business. But of course, holistic practitioner, so trichology, and then trichologist on a mission. So I always flag all three of them because, I want to make sure that they can find me. But thank you guys for the invitation. I appreciate you guys. I have a lot of love for you both.
Thank you.
Oh, we
You
love
both
you.
Me
know
too.
how I appreciate it. And
Me
also
too.
Carrie that is not here today. I hope everything's okay with her. But thank you so much for the invitation. I appreciate you guys for giving me this space just to speak up.
every,
We love every single word you say.
we love even when we become a regular. So
Yes.
every time you want, you're more than welcome.
Thank you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
for
I
being
love you
here.
guys. Yes,
Love you.
we'll be
Thank you,
seeing you soon.
Nadia. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Guys, that was Nadia Hughes, one of the best trichologists in the country, and she's our friend, and we love her very much. Um, Time is up, guys. Time is up. This is a good show. Sorry, we have to cut it short today, but what can you say? Sometimes when you're having a good time, it happens like
Yeah.
that. Biz,
We
anything
want
you
to
want
say
to add
hi
before we go?
to our friend Vanessa Spencer. Thank you, Vanessa, for
Yes.
watching.
Thank you, Vanessa. And thank you guys for tuning in today. We'll see you next week. God bless you all. Remember, visit thehairwire.com, thehairwire.com. For those of you who are in the hair loss industry, we have basically a social network. We have created a social network just for you, for the customers, of course, for the practitioners. If you are into hair loss, you need to stay connected with the hair wire visit thehairwire.com. Of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button. That helps us with, of course, the algorithm. And if you want to share our content even more, we appreciate you guys. We love you. We'll see you next week. God bless you all. Bye bye. Where's my flag? Here it is.